Do not adjust whatever device you are watching this video on, because this map you're seeing right up there, this is accurate. This is showing the potential of snow in Kentucky coming next week. Hi, I'm meteorologist Shane Smith. It is Sunday, November 2nd, 2025, and just over a week from now, we may have the potential for our first flakes of the season. But in the meantime, we are nice and dry finally after some soggy weather the last week across Kentucky. You can see right now on Radar Omega, we are staying completely dry. The rain has moved out, but there is some lingering drizzle and a little bit of low level moisture hanging out, and that's going to set the stage for a foggy morning commute. You can see that Monday forecast down below me. We're going to be into the upper 30s during the morning hours, and then as we go into the afternoon, only warming up into the mid 50s under mostly sunny skies. But you're going to notice high pressure is building in off to our west, and that's going to move into our region and really take hold of the weather pattern across Kentucky for the next several days. In fact, once that high pressure starts flexing those muscles, we're not going to see another chance of rain across most of the Bluegrass until late in the work week, probably around Friday or Saturday or so. So, after a soggy stretch of weather, things are beginning to dry out a bit. Let's take a look at some of the various models and show you how the future is going to play out. You're going to see here on the North American mesoscale model, we take you through the overnight hours. We are dry. Watch out for that fog on the Monday morning commute. Monday afternoon, mostly sunny. There's that high pressure, and at 1,028 millibars, 1028. That's a strong high pressure, and it's going nowhere fast. That's going to keep us nice and dry. That high pressure pushes the air down, so you probably won't even see much in the way of cloud cover on Tuesday or Wednesday. We are talking mainly clear skies, and temperatures are going to begin to rebound a little bit, heading back to the 60s by Tuesday and Wednesday as we kick in that southerly flow on the backside of that high pressure. Now, little frontal system tries to pass by Thursday. That may throw a slight chance of a shower into the forecast, especially across far eastern Kentucky, but I don't think many of us will see rain. Then you see high pressure redevelops and keeps us dry until Friday. That's when our next frontal system dives into the Ohio Valley. This is a European model taking a look at Friday morning. Some of the other models a little bit slower on that front. We're going to have to wait and see how it plays out, but the general idea is sometime on Friday or early Saturday, that front moves in and brings us showers and thunderstorms. And then a second front comes in behind it Sunday into Monday, and that's when we could see the potential of a few flakes. Now, you see the European model really not sold on widespread snow, but it's at least throwing the potential of a little bit of cold air and moisture our way. Some of the other models, a little bit more aggressive. Here's the Canadian model. You notice it's staying very similar early week, keeping us dry. We go into Thursday, it's not showing that chance of rain, but here comes the rain late Friday, and then the second front on Saturday or Sunday into Monday, and on the backside of it, going Monday into Tuesday, it's showing the potential of snow. Now, another major model, the GFS. This is the North American long range model. Very similar picture. Dry up until Friday. Front number one comes in. May have to watch out for some strong to severe storms Friday night into Saturday with this front, by the way. That's something that could cause some issues. And then as front number two arrives Sunday into Monday, there's the snow. Now, is this going to be a lot of snow? No. Is this going to be a snowstorm that's going to probably shut schools down? Probably not. And this far out, we're just talking about the potential of it. But a lot of folks get excited about snow around here, and we wanted to definitely give you a heads up about that, especially because this has not just been a blip on the radar. The data has been pretty consistent for a couple of days now that we at least have the potential of that snow early next week. But I think the bigger story before we get to the snow is we're going to see those temperatures climb quite a bit towards the end of this week. We're back to the upper 60s. We may even flirt with 70 on Friday. Now, if we do get into the low 70s on Friday, we're going to have to keep an eye out for that severe weather risk Friday into Saturday, because this time of year, 70s and a strong cold front coming behind it can set the stage for some severe thunderstorms. And then you notice 20s for lows Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, according to the GFS model. So the potential is there. We may see a little flakes. Might stick in some of the higher elevations. It's way too early to get specific with that. And then we warm back up. So doesn't look like we're going to stay cold. And that's what some of the long range data is showing. We're going to get a little nerdy here for a second. Some of the things we look at to kind of gauge the overall weather pattern across the globe is called teleconnections. And these are kind of indices we've developed based on different weather patterns and different kind of readings we get in the various levels of the atmosphere. Most of these, the PNA, the Pacific North Atlantic Oscillation, has to deal with heights at 500 millibars. So when you see the PNA trend upward, that puts usually a ridge on the west coast and a trough in the east coast. And then the other one, the North Atlantic Index, when it trends negative here in Kentucky, we tend to get colder air coming down from Canada. So you get a trough coming down, you get the cold air coming down, and usually those two come together to bring us at least the potential of some winter weather, especially this time of year. Is it a good chance? This far out, it's hard to say. But it's at least enough that people are going to start talking about it, and I want to at least mention it because you've already seen other meteorologists starting to talk about it. We'll have to wait. We'll have to track it. I would say the chances of a measurable snow early in this season, not out of the realm of possibility, especially in the higher elevations along the Virginia border, but for most of us, probably not going to be a big deal. But it's at least fun to talk about it, and it is a little reminder winter is almost here. We are in the last month of meteorological fall, and winter is lurking just around the corner. So that's all I have for you tonight. Be sure, if you like the content we're producing here, hit that follow button on Facebook or subscribe on YouTube. We just crossed the 2,400 follower threshold on Facebook. Super excited about that. And please share the forecast. Let folks know that we may have some flakes to deal with around Monday or Tuesday of next week. All right. Excuse me. That's all I got for tonight. Till next time, friends, take care. Stay weather aware. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.